Hey everyone, I know you're going to want to be able to upload your record book, so that way you are um, done with your SAE. Today I'm using Lindsay Lee's her record book from last year. I'm going to show you how to take the report from AET and upload it to the Wasco FFA Animal Projects page, so the way your SAE can be graded and you can be approved for your fair check. So first you're going to log in, which you all know how to do. You're going to go to Reports, right here in Reports, or you can click on the Reports tab. Underneath the Reports tab, you're going to select SAE and Profit Report with an S. You're going to click on Single Experience. You're going to select the experience you're going to upload for the year. For everyone, it should be Market Insert Species 2020. This is Lindsay's last year. We allowed the kids to do the start in 2019 and end 2020. But this is the nomenclature we're working with nowadays. Market Lamb 2020. So now I'm going to run a complete report PDF. When I run that report, it's going to download. On a Chromebook, it's going to download and save it to wherever your download folder is and however you've set that up. You're going to open the PDF and you're going to review it to make sure that it's not missing anything. It should have a scope. It should have an SAE plan. Okay, you should have skill areas. These are those AFNRs. Skill areas. You won't have anything under learning objective, and that's totally fine. You should have 3 skill areas. You should have the activities you planned in the beginning to do, and how the ending, what happened in the end. Reading the skill area, identifying what happened in the end. You should have a budget. The budget should include everything from the contract and other things that you might have thought of that we don't have in the contract. So that should be your insurance. That was paid. Wasco FFA paid for it, but it was paid to California FFA for livestock insurance. That should be in your budget. Then you should have a picture, and your pictures, 2 of them need to have you in them. And a third one could be ancillary, so like a picture of just you and your lamb. Then you need to have 3 sentences for each picture. You need to make sure that you have journals that add up to over 150 hours. This one happens to have 402 hours. You need to make sure your journal skills are recorded. You remember you need to have at least 3. And every journal entry needs to have one of those attached. You can attach multiple to each journal entry. You should have on here. You should have these of some kind. You don't have to have 150 like Lindsay does, but you should have those for every journal entry you have. Your expenses should be any expense that the Wasco FFA charged you, and anything that you bought or purchased for your animal during the summer. Income, everything should be done as sponsored. That was not the person who purchased your animal. You put those in as other income, and then you do the memo line, sponsor, and then, you can do it either way. One takes more time than the other. I personally like other income with the person's name at the top, sponsor in the memo line, and then the amount. This is perfect. If you do it the other way, where you put sponsor up top and you try to list everyone, it starts to get confusing as to who gave you what. Then you have your market. You have your market manager, where I say this animal was officially sold, how many days the student had the animal for, and how much it weighed at the end. You can do some manage entries. So in your entries, you should have, at the very minimum, you should have weights and dewormer. Weight and dewormer. And then you have your review list right here. And that just shows you at the end of the day how many hours you worked and then how much money you made per hour. So Lindsay, she made $3 per hour. Once you have this PDF and you know where it's saved, you're going to go to wascoffa.com. When you're at wascoffa.com, you're going to go to SAE Tools. And you're going to select Animal Projects. And it's going to load the Animal Projects window. Tract, record book upload, and record book grading rubric. I highly recommend you go through and use the rubric for yourself before you upload anything into the record book uploader. Check and see how well you did with your grading, with your record book before you submit it to your advisor for approval. Once we've done that, and so I'll show you the rubric looks like this. And it's basically the same rubric you're going to get back in an email after your advisor has been able to look at your record book. Please note one of the changes from last year to this year is that we've added a comment section to each individual item so you're able to see those when you turn those in. You're going to click on Record Book Upload. And when it opens, you're going to fill out the Record Book Uploader. The Record Book Uploader just asks you for your email address, your first and last name, the species that you showed, and then it asks you, is this an SAE agreement for pre-summer, so it's before the summer, a first submission, those are always graded first, or is this a resubmission? You already got scored and you just needed to submit it again. You can also tick this thing over as says, send me a copy of my responses. Just in case if something gets lost or if a teacher says, oh no, you didn't submit one, you will have an email that you can share with your advisor that you